last day in Denmark today. We're going to be leaving Copenhagen. It's such a beautiful city, but I'm going to go about a half an hour train ride to the city town called Roskilde. Be there probably in about an hour and a half. So off to Roskilde. They've got one of the more famous cathedrals in Denmark, and there's also a Viking museum that have quite a few Viking ships that have been dug up in the area, so it's good enough to get a trip out to there for today. Oh, look at that snow. Wonder how much it's going to be over there. Okay, so I'm now in the small town of Roskilde. I swear, Denmark is such a beautiful country so far. I'm loving how beautiful it is. Now we've got 2 stops I want to make here, so I'm going to be off to my first one right now. Okay, that there is the Roskilde Cathedral. Oh, it actually looks so beautiful for what it is. I don't think I've ever actually seen a cathedral with that sort of design before. Alrighty, let's go get a closer look. It's a beautiful brickwork design. And the pointy towers. Can't enter to the front here, but look at that. It's very ghost-like. Yep, so there's actually a service going on at the moment, so I'll just be quiet, just get some shots. So I've been to a lot of cathedrals in my time, and this is the best one. This is incredible. You've got all the kings from the past 300 years buried in there. Quite a bit of story behind them. And just look at it. For 800 years old, taken over 100 years and constantly changing to build. This is incredible. Let's look over here. In all my time in Europe, I've seen so many cathedrals. Probably one in every single country, 1 or 2. This is the greatest, by far. It's absolutely incredible. Just look at that. And this here is the King's Door. So it's only open during weddings, funerals, confirmations. So unassuming, but never have I seen such a fantastic cathedral. And never again, I suspect. This is now my favourite cathedral. Who would have thought it? See, it's sights like this that make me wonder why people don't like the cold. Like, I don't mind the cold, but this is just beautiful. Plus means I get to play with the ice. Ooh. It's actually more solid than I expected. Oh, there's two comments that I can make now that I'm arriving at the Viking ship museum. Firstly, they're a lot bigger than I thought, that one. And secondly, the museum itself is a lot smaller than I thought. Well, we'll go see, we'll go have a look and see. So we've got the waterfront of Roskilde, and it's actually frozen over quite a bit. Especially way out into the water. And this is snow. It's more ice than it is snow. It's completely frozen over by a fair distance. And you've got some solid bits over here. That boat there ain't going nowhere, I don't think. Here we are. Ooh. So, should I walk in there to make an ass of myself? I think yes. Nope. Oh god, maybe not. Ooh. Okay, it's actually not as bad as it felt. Oh, so I've never been one for skating. Oh, this is totally working. I'm totally going to fall over and embarrass myself. Oh, this is great. Now I am curious about how thick that there is, but I'm not going to test it out, considering that would be silly. Now, one thing I learned when I went to Kosciuszko, these shoes are not designed for snow or ice. They are waterproof, however, they slide like crazy. I think I must have fallen down about 5 or 6 times just in there. Right now, I'm just going to chill. So these are 5 Viking ships that were excavated. They're over 1,000 years old. Oh wow. So as you can imagine, these wooden ships were underwater for over about 900 years. And they had to do a lot of work to make them be able to stand out in the air. Because basically if they dried out, they'd just disintegrate. Took them, all this year, took them 25 years to reconstruct. And this was after they'd got them out from the water and then preserved them. Took them 25 years to do all this reconstruction. Which when you look at it, doesn't look like much, but it's a lot. A long time. It's insane to think that that wood there is between 900 to 1,000 years old. There's actually also a few different kinds here. So you've got 2 trading ships, which are the smaller, wider ones up here. And then actually the 2 down there, I believe, longer, narrower, They're built for speed and war. So these 5 ships were used as a blockade. So out of the entrances to Roskilde, they basically filled these ones up with rocks in one of the channels that were only about 3 to 5 meters deep, and filling them with rocks made them sink, block the channel, and that meant that no ships could make their way in. They of course left one of the channels available to get in and out, but it could be blockaded if needed. So using these 5 ships, they actually did a reconstruction of all of them and sailed them pretty much on the fjord just over that window. So they've learnt a lot from these 5 ships. Yeah, so I was a bit unsure when I was walking up, but going inside, it's quite cool seeing the 5 Viking ships that were excavated nearly 50 years ago. I mentioned to my dad that I was coming here, and he's like, I know about them, you have to go, you have to get lots of pictures. I'm like, okay, we'll do. It was great. I'm sure he'll be very excited with all the stuff that I'll show him when I get back to Copenhagen. So this is my last stop for my time in Copenhagen, in Denmark. This is the most beautiful place I've ever been. Copenhagen is fantastic. It's just such a beautiful city, and I mean the snow makes everything better, because I love the snow. So tomorrow we will be going on a bus in 10 hours and we'll be in Stockholm. Now Stockholm is one place I've been wanting to go to for a very, very long time, so I am incredibly keen and excited. Check the weather there, -12.